we so back? Are we so officially back?
We're back. I think we're back.
Oh, holy fuck. Holy shit.
Oh, it's been a minute.
Holy shit. Oh my God. We're back. Welcome back to the
Jagaloons!
motherfucking show.
Let's get a little cheers.
We got so much to
cheers.
cheers for too.
Yeah.
It's good to see you. It's good to be in this position. Life is good. You like to add anything?
It might look a little different on camera.
Yeah.
Might look quite a bit
I'll
different.
leave that to you to.
We're in a new spot.
We're in a new motherfucking spot.
But this is let's get the cheers.
Oh,
yeah, we're in a new spot. A little bit nicer of a
A
spot.
little bit nicer of a spot.
Yeah,
Thanks to an unmentioned goat.
sure. But this will be changing. Maybe not in the next few episodes, but relatively soon.
And nothing's changed. You got to remind me when my underwear and my belly are out, bro.
I'm not.
This is ridiculous.
I'm not looking at you.
You gotta let me know. I need you to fucking look me up and down. I'm always looking up and down my bros. I look you guys up and down all the time.
I guess I appreciate that.
First thing I did,
doing it just for those purposes.
First thing I did when I walked in, I said, "You got a new haircut, didn't you?"
I didn't notice the licking of the lips, but you did say you got a new haircut. I don't know how I feel about the haircut. It's quite short.
Haircut's all right. It'll grow back out.
Yeah, hair grows.
Let's not get led astray here. Let's just say one thing first. Sorry about the lack of episode last week. I don't know if there's anyone even watching week by week. But
Yeah, I mean, look,
we needed a break. You know,
it's been a chaotic month.
You know, I got here last week. We saw the new place and we said,
Yeah, we're not filming today.
Let's have fun. Let's have a little bit of fun. You know, we need a break.
We kept being like, let's film later.
We need
do
a break.
this and then we'll film.
After all, it has been a year.
It's been a year.
Every week.
Yeah.
Did you know? Did I tell you this yet? Episode 52. 52 weeks in a year, mind you.
Yeah.
Episode 52 dropped on October 17th this year.
Okay.
Do you know when episode 1 drops?
October 17th.
October 17th exactly. Which we've switched our days of the week around.
Yeah.
So
not
just by
intentionally.
just complete coincidence, we dropped exactly.
It is what it is.
2 weeks or 52 weeks.
That's just what we do. That's what we do.
Perfect.
That's our thing.
I went back and I saw the first post we have, the billboard or our whiteboard that we never used after episode 2.
No.
Has the hot topic of semen retention and whether it's godly or gay.
Wasn't that the first title episode?
No,
No,
it was something
first
else.
one was just pilot, but
We played around with it, but yeah, it was just ridiculous.
yeah.
Thank God we never talked about that. I think that probably would.
I think we brushed over that real quick.
We probably would have gotten deep waters for that one. We do have the Dodgers game on the TV, so we may get slightly distracted. But we have so much to talk about.
Smoked, so
Yeah, forget about it. We turned it on and they started losing, so maybe.
Yeah, it might be
should
getting
not
turned
be
off
watching
soon.
We got a lot for you. I'm gonna try some sour candy. I got some stories. We've been away for too long. We haven't sat down and talked in this format for about over a month now.
Yeah, I'd say at least.
So
I've been out of the country, man.
Yeah, AJ's been traveling. Tell me about France. Is there anything that you haven't told me yet that you've been saving?
Maybe the stinkiest white people I've ever come across.
Yeah, come on.
Ever
The frogs, dude.
Ever.
There's a reason they call them frogs.
Every other race smelled very nice. Almost compensating.
Yeah.
Nice.
What do you think it is in French people? Lack of deodorant?
I don't know, because it's random too. Overall, mostly the white people stunk.
Is hygiene bad in France?
I don't think so, because it's face products are they all come from France. All the best ones, like CeraVe and all the best brands of moisturizer. They want that image.
They're just pretentious enough.
Image
to care
is
about
a
their
big
skin.
thing, but I think they're mostly are concerned about people seeing them through a window.
Yeah.
And not face to face, because the face to face interactions. They stink. They all stink.
That's what I've heard. I've never been around them. I've never even been to Montreal, but that's what I've heard.
At a very nice.
I have no.
I bought a nice little linen shirt at this little shop in this town that we were staying at, and very nice shop, very nice clothes. He was like, "Oh yeah, it's all handmade in Italy and whatnot," and very nice shop, very nice clothes. And the man
very nice
was
shop,
dressed
very nice clothes.
very nicely. I go up to the counter to pay. Oh my God, did he stink? Maybe the worst smelling human being I've ever
Was it
seen.
Stinkman? A little stink bug?
Yeah, stinkman of the highest
A
order.
stink bug in the wild? Yeah, I mean, I've heard that they're...
Great country, though. And, like, overall, like, they weren't as pretentious as I thought they would be. They were, very
Was your first
much
time
so.
in France?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, fuck, can't complain. Yeah, a little Francois overseas vacation.
No, can't complain. I mean, I can and I will, but, like, it's a lot of money and time, you know, to do those sort of vacations. And so my next one, not that I didn't have fun, but I think will just be me and Sabrina, or like us and like a couple that are like our age or like friends. Because going with my parents, while it's very fun, it's like you have to do everything they want to do.
Yeah, and then those sets of parents, you got two sets of parents, you got four parents.
I got four
Those
parents.
sets of parents aren't known to get along 100% of the time, so that always...
Yeah, it's not a drama-free time ever.
Nah.
Ever.
Well, that's fun.
But fun trip.
Fun trip. You get to come back to the new house and you got to, you know what I'm saying?
I
Relax.
stayed here one night and then had to leave the country.
Yeah,
and so
that
like,
stinks.
yeah, again, can't complain, but I will.
But
yeah, what have you been up to?
Dude.
You went back to, I mean, before I like moved or left, we didn't film because you went back to Indiana.
Yeah.
Or did we film one in between you coming back into Indiana and me leaving?
No.
Because there was like an overlap, right?
No, because I was in Tampa. I went to Tampa.
You were in Florida.
I
when
was disaster
left,
dodging.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I started this new shit. It's called disaster dodging. And I'll tell you what, if you like storm chasing, folks, you're not going to like my shit too much. Because, I just get out of there.
It's storm chasing adjacent.
And I get out of there and I'm like, I'm glad we missed that.
You're like when the flight that you're about to board, the storm chasers are deboarding.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah. They're coming in.
So you guys see each other at every airport.
Yeah, we passed, and I'm like, good luck, guys.
Yeah. I'm out of here.
That's exactly it. I'm storm evading.
It's a fun hobby.
Yeah, Tampa was cool. Got to see the boys out there. Indiana was cool. I wasn't there too long.
There's multiple boys out there?
Brian and George.
Oh, George is still down there.
Yeah, they're both out there. I was staying with George most of the time.
Oh.
I actually got so in guitar, or in, I don't know, in a lot of things, but especially in instruments, it's really noticeable. Like when you're learning an instrument, what are you saying, guitar?
No, I just didn't know where that was going. So guitar was a
when you're learning,
odd start to the sentence. Yeah,
it was. I had to give you some prefacing information. When you're learning like an instrument, you'll like basically get stagnant. You'll learn quick, and then you'll find out what you can do, and then you'll have a breakthrough, and you'll learn a little bit more, and then you'll get stagnant for a while, and you'll have a break. It's just like the whole process consists of these breakthroughs. There we go, Dodgers home run.
Oh, sick.
The whole process consists of these breakthroughs, and while I was at George's, he was working until like, I don't know, hell yeah, Will Smith. He really slapped that one out the park. While George was working, I was just sitting there playing my guitar because I brought my electric back from home. It's been at my parents' house forever, but I was like, I want this. I want to be able to. It's like, you know.
So you took it to Florida and then back here.
Yeah, so I had it in Florida with me. So I was basically playing that for like 4 hours a day for like a week.
You have to check that.
No, I carry on. You get 2 free carry-ons to Southwest, so I just carried it on.
The guitar works with a carry-on though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't check it too. The bag I have is too like it's like a little fabric. Like it would get obliterated. But I was playing that, so I kind of had a breakthrough with that. So that was cool. It was like
nice.
Yeah. Other than that, like we just ate so much food. It was still pretty beat up from Helen.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. It was like less than a week.
We went to like a week and a half basically.
Yeah.
They said on October 7th. So my flight out was October 7th at 4 a.m. On October 7th at like noon, they started canceling flights for like a week. So I've been on
several of those flights.
Yeah. We went to this wing shop that was right by the Bucks Stadium.
Wing shop?
Wing place, wing restaurant. That was right by the Bucks Stadium.
Yeah.
And they had a Pootie Tang themed menu.
Really?
Yeah. They had like satay sauce and shit.
You should have told me. You know, I'm going back to work with Pootie Tang.
Dude, I know. I wonder if he gets paid for that, but they probably don't know. I'm sure that restaurant got obliterated in the fucking. It's actually crazy, dude. So
It's crazy how many little shitty little beachside stuff has
Yeah.
survived so many things. And like a
Yeah.
brand new apartment complex like miles in will just get demolished.
dude, George's house, like a palm tree had like pushed in the screen because he has a screened-in back porch. He's a screened-in
Yeah.
balcony. And so I pushed in like 2 screens. The other screens were fine. Bro, Brian had a grill, a George Foreman grill that he left just on his front porch of his like tiny little apartment. And he said when he showed back up a week later, it was still sitting where he left it.
Was he gone
But-
like throughout the whole hurricane?
Yeah, he was gone for like, he left for like 4 days. But
Like evacuated or like it was just
he went
coincidental?
to, no, he evacuated. He went to West Palm, which is like, it's
Other
more
side.
southern. Yeah. And other side. But,
A lot of people were going from Tampa area or like Orlando area to Miami.
yeah, George went to Orlando. But Brian, yeah, George, what?
No, Orlando's on the bad side.
Yeah, George went to Orlando.
That's not smart.
I
That
don't
was
know
like
why.
the eye of the hurricane.
He was fine, I guess, but yeah, it's where he went. But Brian sent.
I
a
guess if
video-
you're gonna die, you might as well die at Disney World.
Brian sent the text. He was like worried about the grill, so I was like, "What happened? What's good with the grill?" He was like, "Yo, it's in the same spot." And the next day, he sends a Snapchat, and there's like multiple palm trees uprooted in his fucking the
A
parking lot.
yard. Oh,
Parking lot.
hey,
It's like it doesn't even make sense what gets knocked over and what like it's
No,
Florida.
no.
Nothing makes sense in Florida. Like shit just gets. The George Foreman's immovable, but the palm tree gets uprooted.
yeah.
And
You know
then-
what's crazy? It's like I never thought about it growing up in Indiana, but like tornadoes don't make sense. Like tornadoes
It's just.
scientifically do not make sense.
I mean, they do make sense.
They don't. We don't know how they're made.
Well, we have kind of a gist of it. It's like hot goes to cold quick, and that creates wind.
Yeah, but we don't know how a tornado is like started. We understand like the science of
We know
inside
when
a
they're
tornado.
when they're coming.
We can detect when like high winds, yeah, but no, you can't detect exactly when a tornado is like coming.
Huh? You sure about that?
Yeah, there's tornado warnings. There's no like, hey, here's a tornado.
There was like a billion of them in Florida. I mean, they were coming from every which way.
tornadoes.
Yeah, they had the day that like I think October 9th, the day that it hit, where it made landfall, there was like 87 tornado warnings throughout Florida.
Jesus.
Yeah, or like over that, like more than that.
I guess yeah. There's the high winds of a
Yeah.
hurricane,
It's a hurricane is literally just
water tornado.
all storm. It's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
tornado, but it creates tornadoes.
No, I know.
The shift in temperature creates several tornadoes scatter. So like it makes tornadoes, it makes rainfall, it has high wind, it's like it has electricity, it has thunder, lightning, whatever the fuck it's called.
I mean, yeah, none of
You
it.
know what my debit card, I left it at a club in Tampa Bay.
On this last trip.
Yeah, I left it at a rooftop bar. And I never had time to go get it. I left it the night before I left. So I didn't have time to go get it, but I still need the card. So I haven't canceled it. It's just still at this rooftop bar. I've been here for almost a month now.
You haven't like called them and been
I've called them. They have it.
Oh, they have it.
Yeah, but I don't want to cancel it because I have it on my phone and all my apps. So it's like if I stop doing that, I can't order fucking food for pickup anymore. I can't do shit. Maybe I could link my Apple Card to my bank and I could do that, but I don't have that set up right now. So I've just been using my debit card that's still in Tampa.
I feel like you should just. Are you with Chase?
Yeah.
I feel like you should just go to Chase and be like, what? Like, explain the situation.
No, what's to explain? They're just gonna cancel the card and order me a new one.
I know, but like, I'm.
What's to explain?
You need a physical card at some point.
Right, sure, but I don't really. Clearly, I don't. At some point, I will.
To get by day to day, sure.
At some point, I will.
Yeah.
But I have it on my phone
Right.
because it's the future. So
It's now.
Yeah. It's now. The future is now.
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You don't know this yet?
No, it's always the present.
Welcome, bud. Listen, we got too much shit to go off on a slightly tipsy tangent about hurricanes and all that.
They're just crazy. I don't understand any of them.
I have some other stuff I have to tell you.
Typhoons are really the
So
craziest.
I told you about how for like a month I had this. I was gonna do comedy at this Halloween event. There's this artist, Albert Reyes. He's the man. He's awesome. I met him at the Barclay. It's the open mic, the first open mic I ever
This
went
was
to.
like 2 days ago?
Yeah, the first open mic I ever went to, I met this guy. He actually told me, "Hey, you're really funny, man. Keep coming back."
Was he there like when I went there?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
He's
he's like a wild guy. He wears a hat and like a windbreaker, and he has glasses, and his teeth kind of chipped in the front. He just has wild shit. He says wild dark shit. He's awesome. He's great. He's a good artist too. He's a really great artist. I got to see like his
painting,
drawing, painting, physical stuff, everything. Yeah. Even like conceptual stuff. He's nice. And got to see his studio. He turned his whole studio into his garage.
His comedy's funny?
I think he's pretty funny. It doesn't always land with everyone. I think it's pretty funny.
The Barclay's a tough room.
Barclay can be a tough room. I've heard from 10-year veteran comics that it can be a tough room, and just kind of just overall, people claim it to be cliquey.
I mean, I'm no veteran. I was there one night and I was like, this room sucks.
It's not. It doesn't suck though. It's high. It's regarded as one of the better mics in the Inland Empire area.
There's like 20 people there.
Sometimes there's like 30. Sometimes there's like 40. You don't want a lot of people at open mic.
I mean, at a certain point, you do.
That's why. No, you want a lot of people at the show, but you want.
No, you want the best feedback possible.
You don't want like 5 people, yeah. But you want like if 20 is proper, 20, 25, 20 to 30 is nice. That's a good amount, I'd say. From my experience, I'm still new to this, but that's what I feel most comfortable with.
Sure, yeah. Starting now, yeah.
This was the biggest crowd I had ever done comedy for.
At
I
his
did
party?
go. Yeah, I did go. I did comedy. I did a whole set.
Like 5 minutes?
I didn't. So keep in mind, I did an open mic on Monday, and I got to practice the set. And then I was like, oh, I'm not going to go to the one on Wednesday. I'm going to do Thursday and Friday. Thursday and Friday got canceled. I had one day under my belt to practice this specific set. I go in. I don't have to look at my phone at all, so that's nice. I memorized the whole set.
This is at the party.
Yeah. But I do have a joke where I try to do a Halloween bit where I was like, I talk about how, I went back home and I have to meet, I have friends that are girls that I grew up with in high school, and I have to meet their husbands who are like 6'3" cheese dick guys with perfect comb overs, and my high school, my nickname, I'm going to digress, I'm not going to build up the whole joke, but in high school, my nickname was Nemo, and so like when they introduced me to their husbands, they're like, oh, this is Nemo. And I'm like, hey, nice to meet you, I'm Jared. And they're like, you're Nemo, you're Jared, what are you, who are you? And I come back, and typically I just go, I'm like, who are you? I do this like whole like Matt Foley thing where I van down by the river. I spread my legs real wide. Who are you? What are? And it's all right. It does all right. And then I come back, and what really gets the laugh is I come back and I just I do my acting angry, and I'm like, fuck you, dude. I hate you. And I shake in anger. And this time I chose to do a Halloween theme. And I was like, who am I? I'm the Reaper. And I go, who am I? I'm the Reaper. I called myself.
Did you?
I called myself
mean to?
the Rape. No.
It just slipped.
It just slipped right out. I called myself the Raper in front of like 80 people.
How'd that go?
I just did what I had to do, and I doubled down. I felt like I had to double down. People kind of laughed. People laughed at me. It wasn't like, it wasn't a good laugh because they were laughing at me, not with me. But I doubled down.
I mean, was it obvious that you like messed up?
Yeah. I corrected myself immediately. Reaper. Oh God. And then I was like, I didn't know
but
God, but I was
like, it wasn't like it could be part of the bit. It was like an obvious like,
guys,
let me restart.
No. It wasn't like that. Okay. I definitely just rolled with it.
Did you see that? Like, we'll get right back into it. But you saw the national anthem?
That girl? Yeah, I saw that.
It wasn't like that.
No.
Like, I fucked up. Let me go back.
No, that's crazy, dude. Oh, I fucked up. Can we try again?
You're live.
Dude, oh my.
How do you not know you're live?
That girl's dumb as fuck, dude.
She has like 30 monthly listeners?
30?
Yeah. No, they picked like a nobody. Or
yeah,
she had like 1,000 monthly listeners.
You get what you paid for, dude. Jesus Christ. That was ridiculous. It was a DNC?
No, it was the RNC, right?
RNC?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I don't even know.
I don't know.
I knew it was one of the NCs.
Yeah. Maybe it was the DNC.
But,
That would probably make more sense.
Yeah. Giving an opportunity to a person who's unqualified because it's equal rights.
Dude, that is,
So Raper. So what happened? I'm like, I really don't. I didn't record my set, and I don't know exactly what I do, but I know what I did was I was like, oh shit. I mean, I don't know though. I might have raped him though, just for the one time. You know what I mean? He was a good looking dude.
That's what you said.
Yeah, I said that. I paused in between though, and it got laughs. It got more laughs. So I think I recovered. But some people came up to me and were like, that was the best part of the whole set. And so I was like, all right, I'll take it.
It worked out.
I'm a better actor in that moment because I'm so nervous than when I'm sitting here trying to recall a couple whiskeys deep. You know what I mean? But five whiskey sours, 2 whiskey sours. No, but I didn't drink at all, and I was just nervous energy. The nervous energy really carries me through it. Like I just.
So what was the whole event? Like, did you go to just perform, or you were hanging out, and then like they did comedy, and then?
So it's an event. He's done it for 20 years.
Okay.
It's just a Halloween party, really, but he's always had a band.
Okay.
He has people play, music acts play, and then he has a back house, and he turns that into a haunted mansion with like tons of misdirections, and like it's pretty wild shit. And we went through it twice. I went with a friend, and we went through it twice. And the first time there was no scares, and the second time there was some scares. And it was noticeably faster. The second time you go through it, noticeably faster.
What do you mean?
Because like at the first time we went through, like it felt like it took forever. Like we were just like kind of taking our time, looking at the stuff.
Like the little haunted house thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the second time, the scarers were in it.
Like people?
Yeah. People there would fucking jump out and scare the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
And we were like out in and out in like 30 seconds.
Like, I've seen this.
Yeah. Just got the fuck out of there. But that's cool. And then, so this time was
everything was just going on all at the same time?
No.
Okay.
So comedy was first. It's kind of people came in, and like as the comedy was happening, people were filing in. And then after the comedy, people started playing music, and then people were able to go anywhere they wanted to. There was a DJ in the garage too.
Okay.
So there was a DJ playing music in the garage if they didn't want to listen to live music, and it was pretty well separated. There was people who were catering, the whole event,
shindig.
Mm-hmm. It's
that's what I want to eventually do with this place. I mean, like Halloween. Obviously, this month was kind of fucked with everything that was going on, but next year. I'm going all out. This place has got to be the fucking.
Give me an erection, dude.
Huh?
This TV's gonna give me an erection right now. Got Tinashe on the screen.
TV can be off, and
what do you think of her? You think she's a fine lady? Do you think she's a fine young lady?
She's attractive, yeah.
All right.
I don't know if I've ever seen her before.
Look at all pervy or nothing, but that's. Anyways, I called myself a raper. I got through the set though. I got some laughs. I don't know if I'll tell you what, I've heard that in big arenas, like from actual comics, it's hard to tell if you're doing well or not.
Sure, yeah. I mean,
this was maybe 60, 80 people in a confined backyard. I have no clue if I was doing well or not.
Yeah.
0 clue. All I heard back was that I seemed nervous. I was like, that's great. I didn't feel nervous, but glad to know that I looked nervous. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like that was the first time that you've performed in front of more than like 40 people.
Yeah, I've probably done 40 at the Ice House. Speaking of the Ice House,
saying like more than 40, like over 40, over
for sure.
50.
It was the most people I've ever done comedy.
So it's like I would say the fact that you were able to get through a set is like that's all you should be focused on.
My only sacrifice is that I had to call myself a raper in front of all those people.
Yeah, but somebody said it was the funniest part.
Yeah,
so
I did come out.
Worked out.
I had my mask. You saw my Halloween costume on my story?
No.
With my mask and my outfit?
I don't think so.
I had my outfit on when I came out. So they called me and I came out and I go, hey guys, what's up? My name's Maurice Lester. I kind of do this other stuff, but I'm also kind of in the murder biz. I see a lot of my coworkers here. And I was like...
So you started calling yourself Mo Lester.
Yeah, exactly.
And ended
really
by calling yourself the Raper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it was a pretty good set.
Yeah, I think it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I was like, my name's Maurice Lester, but I go by. But for some reason, I was so nervous that it came out like, oh, I came more. I did a Kermit voice, yeah. And I was like, I know I have this Kermit voice, but I'm actually pretty scary.
Some people find it terrifying.
Yeah, some people find it actually pretty scary. Yeah, that was all right. One thing I did was I acted a complete fucking asshole of myself at the Ice House. In a 3-minute set. I just was like chirping back to people for like wanting to be a part of the show.
Oh, people are like heckling?
Yeah, I honestly, I didn't know what I was doing. I black out still kind of as the show's going on, but like at the time of like
Is that your first heckle experience?
It wasn't even heckling. Like I was anti-heckling. Like I was heckling people that weren't even really heckling. They weren't like.
Did you try to do
no,
crowd work?
I've had hecklers who weren't heckling. They were like just talking out loud during my set, and I did with them. I did fine with them.
Yeah, you'll get like every other show, I'm sure, especially at open mics, you'll get some drunk lady or like just somebody that's overzealous, and you're like, have you ever had this happen to you? And they're like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, no, I made a joke about how dads handle airport anxiety the best. There must
they
be.
Don't though.
They're pretty good at it from what I've noticed. Like I was like, my dad.
They are why airport anxiety is a thing.
No. Like
they're the embodiment of airport anxiety.
They're chill, dude. Like my dad one time had a layover for like 1 hour. It turned into 12 hours. I called him. I was like, "Are you okay?" And he was like, "Honey, babum, this is what happens. This is okay. These are things." And I was like, "It's crazy."
Well, yeah, they roll with the punches, but they're also the ones that are like, "All right, our flight's at noon. We're gonna be there at 4 a.m."
Oh, that's different. That's dad precaution.
I know, but that's because they have the airport anxiety.
But once they're there, they're just like,
yeah, no, they, Howard will literally sit in like, he'll be like, all right, I'm going to sit at the gate.
Yeah.
Because we flew out here from, like, when we flew back to France, we went back to Indiana. And then we flew out here. My mom was out here to help with the move. And my stepdad flew out with me and Sabrina. And we were like, hey, we're going to go get coffee. And he's like, all right, I'll meet you at the gate. Like 20 minutes later, we get to the gate, and he's just sitting there, like, looking around. And I'm like, what have you been doing? He's like, just sitting here.
Yeah, he's a sitter, dude.
Dude, he loves the people watching.
He's a people watching sitter.
Not even people watch. He would sit right there for hours.
He's a sitter.
Yeah.
Sitter and a thinker. That's why he's guapped up. What was I saying, though? Oh, yeah. Yeah, people were just like, I made a joke. I was like, dads are the best. There must be something to having kids. Like I don't fly enough to do this, but if I ever start flying a lot, I'm just gonna have to start. I was like, I get airport anxiety, and I don't fly enough. But if I ever start, I'm gonna have to start popping out kids just left and right. You know what I mean? Just getting women pregnant. Like even if it doesn't stick, it's gotta help with my anxiety in one way or another. And I said that, and people were like, oh, it's so bad. And I was like, oh, I know procreation is disgusting. And then they were like, no, we said it because of something else. And I can't hear it in the recording. They like, they're probably saying it because I'm talking about miscarriages.
Yeah.
And, the first thing that threw people off was the girl. I still think this is funny. And I've told other people this in trying to reconcile with the fact that maybe I did something wrong or whatever.
If I had somebody verbally go, ew, to a joke, I'd be like, fantastic.
Yeah.
No, I'd be like, that's funny. Exactly what I want.
It's all right. Yeah, that's all right. I'd rather them laugh, but.
I mean, yeah, of course.
But,
I think that's a hilarious reaction.
Yeah. This is the best one. I don't know if I've even told you this yet. That same set, a girl, kind of cute, like not, what I'm saying? She's kind of cute girl, which probably made it worse that she was attractive. People probably would have laughed if she was noticeably unattractive. But she had a bit where she was like, I was having sex with this guy, and he was choking me, and that was fine. But he got kind of aggressive at one point.
I think you told me this. Yeah, it was when you were hosting, right?
No.
Oh.
No. That was different. That was when I came on like an Italian guy. That was a private conversation.
Yeah.
That was funny too. But no, this is later that week, I think.
Choking jokes, a big thing with women in these open mics.
They love sex. Women love to talk about getting sex and their pussy and their coochie.
Yeah, because they can talk about any of that, and it's funny.
No, it's not funny.
I mean, well,
it's not funny.
Some
at
people
all.
find
it's
it funny.
Gross. Actually, there was a
But
girl.
if we talk about it, everybody would be like, dude.
There's a girl who identified as queer.
Get this, man.
Dude, there's a girl who identified as queer. Like You know,
I got it.
she identified as queer. I wouldn't identify her as attractive, but that's mean. I'm gonna cut that out. But she came up and she did a whole set about how her coochie is not well maintained, and her coochie, someone needs to knock the dust off her coochie, and her coochie does this, and her coochie does that, and her coochie talks. And I came in. I was the next set after her, and I come up and I go, "Oh, as a straight white male, I really enjoyed that last set." And everyone laughed immediately. Even like gay people were like, "Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous. It's unfollowable. It's like not followable like for me, but like as an audience member, it's like, where are we going with this?"
Literally, you going up and being like,
"Yeah, my dick does
my
this.
My dick cheese is real bad right now.
My dick cheese stinks.
Somebody want to eat this cheese off my dick?"
I hope someone eats my cheese off my dick. No, and I was like,
everybody would be like, "Get the fuck out of here."
I was like, "Yeah, a lot of coochie puss talk. It's my favorite." And then I was like, actually, I've been watching Talk To A podcast on repeat for 3 days. It's just on full blast, coursing through the veins of my home.
My coochie nanner.
Yeah, just spit on that thing. Shaking my head. But yeah, no. When I was at the ice house, this girl came on. She's like, "Yeah, he was choking me. He got aggressive at one point, and he leaned in and he was like, you know, I could kill you right now if I wanted."
No, you told me this. Yeah,
I told you about this.
Yeah, and you went up and you're like, "Thank God I didn't kill that girl last week or whatever."
Yeah, and I came on. Yeah, and I said, "Oh, I'm so glad I didn't want to kill that girl.
Yeah.
We would have never got to hear those great jokes." Yeah, it's still so funny.
People didn't laugh at that.
People did not. One guy laughed.
Yeah.
One pervert laughed at it, but I thought it was fucking hilarious. Other people I've told that joke that I did that, like I said, to try and reconcile with the fact of whether it was wrong or not. They all said it was funny. No one said that like it's questionable at all.
Yeah, the only reason I would see like a group of people not laughing at that is like one, they don't want to laugh.
Or if they're all the dudes that were fucking her while choking her, just in like one corner.
Every guy in there is like, "Yeah, that joke's about me."
Oh God, it's like I'm stealing valor from him.
Yeah. Hey, that's not you, man.
All right. Well, we can't talk about everything this episode.
Let's get into Lennon's, I guess.
We can get into Lennon's. Do I eat one of these while Lennon's talks?
Do that first. All
right. Let's just throw the Lennon's episode on while we do it.
No, just do it first. You'll get your initial reaction.
Do you want Mike and Ike's?
We're not having Mike and Ike's. We're having the most sour candy I've ever had in my life. I love sour candy. Sour candy is my fucking favorite. And this is fucking intense, though.
I love it, bud.
They're so good. I've literally only had one in like the last week because they're fucking destroyed my mouth.
They're hard.
Yeah, you can't chew it.
Oh, it like scratches the roof of my mouth.
Oh yeah, they're like prickly too.
Mm-hmm.
Real prickly.
Mm.
All right, you ready?
All right, it's getting sweet.
What's up, boys? It's me. I just got done from a nice long 12-hour day at school. It was fucking awful. I just bombed a Microsoft Excel exam, so I got that going for me. But I have witnessed today a grown man in the class before me. I don't know if he didn't save his work, or I don't know if he like just bombed the test and the teacher was like, "Yeah, you fucked up." But I was just sitting there, walking into the class, minding my own business, playing my Monopoly Go, and this kid, just all of a sudden, teacher walks over to him, and the teacher's like, you just got to submit it, like, no matter what you have. And the teacher walked away, and he was just like, "Fuck!" And I was like, "Oh my." And he like took his hands and did one of those like the most exaggerated, oh, and he like pulled out his phone and looked at it and looked at the time and like sent a text and just threw his phone and just stood up and was like, Almost reminded me of Paul Rudd's character in Wet Hot American Summer when he's gonna pick up the plate. But yeah, it was a grown man having a temper tantrum, and that kind of made me bombing my test worth it. But I hope you guys are doing good, and I'll be out there soon.
When is he going to be out there, by the way?
Huh? Out here?
Uh-huh.
January is what it looks like. January. That was a pretty underwhelming story, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, that could have been very interesting, I think.
Did he say it was the funniest thing he's ever seen?
I don't know if that's what he's talking about.
I don't know either.
It's very hard to tell.
I'll tell you what, though. It is pretty offensive that my character on Red Dead Redemption is a Japanese Croatian.
You know Distickage?
Yeah. And Jack kept calling me a Chinaman and telling me I had the luck of the Chinaman.
You guys were just playing poker?
Yeah. We were literally playing poker, and I just kept winning every hand, and he's like, damn, you got the luck of a Chinaman.
Jack gets a little too in character when we play online games.
He loves it, though. It is truly turns it into an
Jack,
RPG.
you know what? Jack would love that like GTA
I'll tell you what, though.
role-playing thing.
I'll tell you what, though. As a Japanese immigrant, I might have got a little too in character, too.
That does not surprise me.
I'm just saying, I'm not perfect either, but
So he's a little more Japanese than he is Croatian?
I think he's so
In accent-wise?
Yeah, I think he's so Japanese
He's not even Croatian.
that it makes it extra offensive to identify him as Chinese. I think his accent is so clearly Japanese.
It's 1864.
I need another one of these things.
Go for it. Dude, your tongue is completely blue, though, already.
Oh, I'm gonna get another one.
Please do. I'm going to, like, save me at least the
Oh,
last
I'll
three.
take one more.
But, dude, those things are diabolical. Yeah, Jack needs to work on a little bit more concise storytelling.
He's been good at it before.
Huh?
He's been good at it before.
I know. None of these has really been over a minute for the most part.
Well, he hasn't had to do it in a month.
That's true. Yeah, he's a little out of practice.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Did I get an episode with him while I was home? No, I didn't.
yeah, on Zoom.
No. Oh, yeah. That was when I was home. That was when I was back.
Oh, you're already back here?
Mm-hmm. No, I just got an episode with Boger while I was home. That was great, dude. That's a
Yeah,
a fun one.
I need to watch that one. That first one is a classic.
It is a classic. One of our most watched.
Of course, I would not be surprised.
Shout out to them. Shout out to everyone who was a guest while we were gone.
Yeah, thank
Especially
you for
Jack,
stepping
even
in.
Jack for that episode. That episode, I'll be honest, dude. That Zoom episode with Jack is a classic too.
Oh, I'm sure.
I've watched it in my free
I
time.
can't wait to watch that one.
He's just so funny.
Yeah.
He's such a funny person.
The
man.
whole scenario, though, knowing the backstory of it all, is even funnier, though.
What?
He's in the like common area of his apartment complex, and like his significant other was not happy about that. Apparently, like not like pissed, but like was like, dude, like I don't want any of our neighbors hearing what you guys talk about.
Dude, it was so funny, dude. He had me on
Like
full
and like
blast.
she was like joking about it, or like he was like joking about it when like I saw them both when I was back in Indy recently, and she was like, I was legitimately concerned.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, yeah, she said this, and she was like, yeah, no, I like nobody
Dude,
needs to hear that.
I was saying stuff. You can see it like 30 minutes into it. It's 40 minutes long. 30 minutes into it, I'm like, is this out loud right now? He's like, yeah, you're just on speaker.
What was he recording on?
It's his laptop.
Just screen recording?
I was recording on Zoom.
You were just screen capping the Zoom,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and he was not using headphones
No.
or any. It was his
Mm-hmm.
laptop speakers that were picking up all of his audio.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good at this podcasting thing.
Dude, no, it honestly, it doesn't matter. We're actually
No, I mean, I don't. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
we're low production guys.
Yeah.
I mean, like we
No,
don't.
I think that's like amazing.
Well,
That Jack, like we have an episode where Jack's literally just in his common area with his laptop, just talking out loud.
it was so funny, dude. I made a joke about
And it was like what, like almost 1 a.m. for him?
yeah, it was late. Dude, I made a joke about if Gypsy Rose played herself.
Uh-huh.
You see that clip?
No, I don't think so.
I made a joke about if Gypsy Rose played herself because he kept calling it a documentary. He was like, "Remember that? You seen that documentary with Patricia Arquette, the Munchausen, the Gypsy
yeah,
Rose?"
yeah.
And I was like,
You mean the
biopic.
fictional
"Yeah,
film
Yeah.
based on a true story
yeah." And he was like,
with actors?
I was like, "Yeah, it's that." And he's like, "You know what I mean." And I was like, yeah, I do know what you mean. That's why I corrected you.
That's Jack's entire existence is saying something that doesn't make sense and then being like, you know what I mean.
Yeah. I go, you know what I mean? I go, yeah, I knew what you mean. That's why I corrected you. And he goes, yeah, it's a good documentary. Just doubled down. Yeah. And I was like, dude, imagine if they did remake it and Gypsy Rose played herself and the whole time she was just trying to show her pussy. And she was like, yeah, my man fucks me good.
You want to see how we fuck? Yeah, no, that's all that she would be concerned about.
He gives me the D. Yeah, I said it. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. Dude, that's the craziest Instagram post of all time.
Yeah.
Literally just a picture of Peter Griffin being like, she's like, this guy is slamming it down every night.
It's good stuff.
In my puss.
In my puss, yeah.
Probably back shots too, you know?
Yeah.
They don't seem like the most.
He didn't seem like he had a lot of energy.
Yeah, he's probably. We have been recording for. Yeah.
All right, you want to get into pitches and call it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, you go first.
Alrighty. Let me get my dirty ass feet out of the shot. All right. Mine's real short and sweet because, as you know, I wrote it like 10 minutes ago. This is a straight up drama. This is like the most Oscar-worthy idea I've ever come up with.
We're getting dramatic.
Yeah, we're getting real dramatic. Do we do the title last? Okay.
It's been too long, brother.
Yeah.
Too long, dude. My teeth are coated in sugar.
I bet, yeah. It should have been a warning enough to you. Like, I've eaten one in the last week.
Well, they taste great. I love sour shit.
I do too. Yeah, they're amazing.
If I ate like 2 more of those, it would burn a hole through my tongue.
Yeah, it's like concentration though.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
This one is winning Best Picture. An American and a Soviet POWs team up to escape from a Nazi camp in World War II. That's called Path to Freedom.
That's pretty sick.
Right?
That's winning awards for sure, dude.
Fuck yeah. I'm thinking Black American and like, what? I'm thinking as going diverse as possible.
I just didn't. I don't know. There's something about you know. I'm gonna generalize you as a white guy, but there's something about a white guy being like, I'm thinking black guy in this movie. I don't know. Just I don't know.
Well, it was a little aggressive, but I wasn't foaming
I was
at
excited.
the mouth.
You were, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. I think I'm going.
Sorry, I didn't mean.
I'm going for
no, it's good. Black American.
Oscar bait.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
as diverse as possible.
Perfect. Oh, okay.
And like,
so let's make the Soviet guy Chinese.
No, I'm thinking cast Vladimir Putin in it.
Yeah.
Or cast the guy. He's an actor, right? Cast the Ukrainian president to play a Russian guy. Really throw him up for a loop. You know?
Wait, who? What?
The Ukrainian president. He's an actor.
Yeah. That guy is always asking for money.
Yeah, he's in need.
Vladimir Shevchenko.
He should have been the president.
Andrei Shevchenko, actually, I think is what it is. But yeah, no,
you're getting a call, by the way.
It's Zelensky. Oh, it's Justin. Oh, isn't
Zelensky Polish?
Zelensky.
Pyotr Zelensky.
He's the Ukraine guy, though. Shall we see what Justin has to say?
Sure.
Hey, I need to be able to get into damn, what do you call it, Max, and I'm the one paying for it. I can't even use it.
Dude, it's this exact. All right, let me. I'm in the middle.
Look, I haven't logged into Spectrum or any of that shit for over a year at home or at work.
It should work. Sometimes it works for me, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm shooting the podcast right now. Let me call you back in like 20 minutes. All right, but yeah, Zelensky's the guy who's always asking for money, but he's like jacked and good looking. You heard
jacked?
Yeah, apparently he's jacked. I've seen pictures of him.
He was a comedian. He was a comedic actor.
Do you know that? You seen that Tim Dillon joke about him?
No.
Tim Dillon was on like Tucker Carlson, and he was like, Tucker Carlson was like, "What's the riskiest joke you've ever done?" Tim Dillon was like, oh, fuck, I don't want to butcher. Basically, he's like just making fun of people sitting down to watch like Zelensky give a speech, and he's like, and he's always asking for money, and he's like, Vladimir Putin may not be a good person, but he hasn't asked me for a dime. and
pretty true.
fuck people up quite a bit, I guess. Oh, look at that. Walk off.
Walk off.
Holy cow. Oh, yeah, I guess he just walked off with the bat. I
Yeah.
guess it's a walk off means you win the game, right?
Yeah.
Baseball terms. I mean, he's walking away, whatever.
Anyways,
Anyways, yeah.
maybe throw in a group of Jews in there.
A couple Jews.
They save them, you know?
Yeah,
Why not?
couple Jews. Let them get their life saved. Tell their
They wouldn't be
story.
the best protagonists if they were like escaping and then they see a group of Jews that are like, hey, can you help us? And they're like, no.
Yeah, and they're like,
So-
we have our own fish to fry.
Yeah. We're a little busy here. We'll come back.
Don't you know you're why we're here?
Hey, we're going to come back with more people. We're going to go get people and bring them back here.
That last thing I said is a joke. I'm not serious about that. I like that. That's actually great. What was it called? For Run
Path to Freedom.
Path to Freedom,
Which is
okay.
probably a title already. It's too generic.
Dude, it's been so long.
Whoa. Okay.
It's been so long. Oh, here we go. All right. This is a horror thriller.
Ooh.
Oh.
'Tis the season.
Jennifer had no idea that her boyfriend was a serial killer, but when she discovers that she's unknowingly worked as an accomplice to his crimes, she's faced with the dilemma of what to do. It's called Helpless.
I like it.
Yeah. So,
It's kind of like the beginning to Trap.
I haven't seen Trap, but that's the Taylor Swift movie.
The
concert movie.
Yeah. You know who plays the artist?
Yeah, we talked about this 4 times on this
It's
podcast.
also not true. We talked about it maybe once.
No, we talked about it 3 times because I brought it up twice, and you told me the first.
Maybe
time.
not with me.
No, on this podcast.
I know. I was not a part of. I was a part of maybe one of those.
I can pull the receipts. The last 2 we did the last episode we talked about, we did together. We had talked about it, and then about a week before that we talked about it. No, not a week. About a month before that we talked about it too. It's his daughter, M. Night Shyamalan's daughter.
It is. Yeah.
It's all PR. We talked. You told me twice, 3 times.
No.
Well, because I asked, because I forgot. You weren't repeating yourself unintentionally. I was just forgetting.
But yeah, no, I like that idea.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's just kind of like fucking. She realized that he's been manipulating her, but I forget what my initial idea was. Maybe somehow she's getting something out of it, so she's hesitant, or maybe she's an accomplice, so she might go to jail too because she indirectly helped her kill people. And
I mean, you always a lot of serial killers though have been married white men, and so it's you hardly ever, and almost all of the wives are I don't know.
Yeah, and it's imagine if how good of a serial killer he'd have to be to be able to manipulate her into helping him.
Yeah.
with
Well,
shit.
it's I'm listening to this series on this guy named Joseph Fritzl. You know this creep?
No, sounds
Austrian
like
dude.
Sounds like is he married to the teacher from Magic School Bus?
Yeah. Probably. Because he was able to pull off shit that it doesn't make any sense. He imprisoned his daughter and created an entire family with her, rape family, in his basement, in a dungeon that he made in his backyard, and not just hid it from his family. He built on top of his house in Austria a whole apartment complex. There were 8 units that looked out onto this backyard that he would just go down to this shelter every night. People would be like, yeah, he's just a weird guy. Got a weird shelter that nobody's allowed to ever go into. And not only did he create an entire family, had 5 kids with this daughter that he kept down there for 3 decades, but took 2.
All the kids were down there too? Just
3 of them stayed down there. 1 of them died. And 1 he took up to the regular family and was like, this is your new kid. And they're like, where'd this come from? And he was like, oh, remember that daughter I had a while ago that ran off? He literally, so to convince everybody that his daughter was alive and just missing, he drove 100 miles away, mailed a letter back to himself that he made her handwrite, saying that she ran off to be in a religious cult. And then a decade later, did the same thing to be like, hey, this cult that I'm still a part of has a limit on the kids I'm allowed to have. I already had my limit, so here's the one that I had that I'm not allowed to keep.
I mean, what are you gonna do at that point? They got
And
a limit.
everybody believed them. Everybody believed him.
They got a limit.
And he was married.
Yeah,
Like,
it's pretty wild
this
shit.
wife raised this daughter that she was like, I guess this is my daughter-in-law's daughter, like my granddaughter, essentially. All the time, it's her husband's kid that he had with his daughter.
It's fucked up.
And the wife
I don't
eventually,
even want
like,
to hear about stuff like that. Why are you
I
sitting there
know,
listening?
because
Wow.
like she raised this kid, and at the end, like when he was finally caught, she was like, I had no idea. And it's like, you had to have known.
she's dumb.
No, like her is like, there's so many women that are like, at a certain point you had to have known.
You know, there's a thing about like the the movie The Orphan.
Yeah.
You know about the whole thing about they did a documentary about those actual parents.
The ones in Indiana,
Yeah,
it's not,
it's not inspired by that.
no, they took everything from that movie.
Oh, okay, because I
The
thought
movie came out a year before they
Okay.
adopted that girl.
Yeah, and they just like imagined. Yeah, and like they just basically what I was gonna say is the whole time they're shooting, they're just pinning stuff on each other. He's like, she withheld puss, and he was like, she was fucking everyone.
Dude, that documentary is insane.
It sounds ridiculous. I haven't watched it. I've just heard about it. But
I got through halfway through that documentary being like, yeah, this is the story that inspired The Orphan. And then like in like the second to last episode, they're like interviewing this guy, and he's like, yeah, that movie came out a year and a half before they ever adopted her. So no, they probably took all of their ideas from that movie.
Yeah,
And I
that's
was like,
right.
wait, what? Because
right.
well, I'll say this off the podcast, but I have some other information related to that story.
Well, yeah, I'd say this is the first of a new era of the Jagaloon show, but
This isn't the final official studio, but it's going to be here somewhere,
yeah,
and it'll be set up relatively soon.
yeah.
And then that's
Well, that's just that.
just that.
That's just that.
And just like that.
I've been telling them, I've been calling these babies and gentlemen, telling them to have whatever the fuck, what was it? Oh, tell them what we done. I've been telling these babies and gentlemen what we've been doing on this show for the past 3 weeks. I think it's time.
What we've been doing?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Babies and gentlemen. Just to sign off. Remember the sign off?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I said it like that. You don't remember?
Give me a second. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. You know, we're back. We're back at it. We're gonna be back at it regularly, and hope that you can keep joining us. And baby, we've gone again.
It took you a second.
I remember.
I guess it's go time. I guess it's go time.